need a frame. I'm tryna free my cuz at the chain gang. I'ma come in and go out with a bang. I'ma come in and go out with a bang. I'ma come in and go out with a bang.
Here he is. We back here today.
What's up, man?
Another episode of Smoke Sesh. We got an interview going on today. We got DavidOG, up and coming artist out of the city, Coachville area. We blowing up. How we doing today, folks?
Alright, man. Cooling, man. Alright, man. Cooling. Enjoying life, taking it day by day. You know what I'm saying?
As you should. As you should.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for having me on the Smoke Sesh.
Yes.
Especially, it's an honor to be here for real.
Yeah.
I like being able to have platforms to come and talk and speak how you know.
As you should.
Like this little guy holes like a mug.
Yeah, we grab these joints.
Huh?
Where you grab these from?
I grabbed these motherfuckers from fucking Rainbow.
Rainbow? I figured as much. I would get my books from Valley Mart.
Word?
Yeah, down there on Valley Road. I be getting the wood look. Them joints be covered out. Perfect.
Yeah. I should have got a different joint.
Yeah.
Fuck it, this joint to do. I think it'll be alright. Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
So like on the music tip,
Uh-huh.
how long you been doing this for real? Like how long you been making it? You got a team, you work with anyone, you do this yourself, you self promotion, all that, like how you going about this for real?
Well, for real, I've been doing music since like probably younger.
Right.
Probably I started doing music, started writing around like maybe 8 years old.
8 years old?
So from like 8 years old, just being like on and off, but and now this year, around this time, and it's like I'm taking it more seriously now because I understand the business.
Yeah.
Now that I understand the business behind it and how
the industry,
yeah,
what
and how
goes into
certain
it, the
things
process,
work.
like owning your rights,
Right.
and like manufacturing beats and getting them produced and shit like that. Like it's the grind that really goes into it for real.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people. I could say for a lot of people, they gotta be able to have a game plan. Because that's one thing a lot of people do. They hope to be like, let's do this song, shoot the video, and then hope for like
just hope for it to blow up, like on some like things, some internet shit, like overnight stardom and shit. For real, for that overnight stardom, there's work that goes into it.
You gotta have a game plan.
Yeah.
No matter what. That's just how I feel. From other people, I can't speak for everybody, because some people get that little buzz, that whatever, they just gets them going and they get it and they go and they take off. But for me, people like me, that's just gotta work.
Especially like I've listened to a little bit of your music and whatnot. Like I can see like you're not really on like the mumble rap type. Like you're lyrical. Like you got a story to tell and some pain to speak on.
Definitely. For
real. Like you can tell by the way your music goes, your flows, like you got some pain behind what you're producing.
I appreciate
and
that.
like one thing I feel like with a lot of artists and stuff coming up now, like it's about the clout. It's not about
exactly.
Yeah, like it's like they don't care. Like it sound good, like but like we really ain't talking about nothing. For real.
That's exactly how it is, But it's sad that I can't really blame like new school people for trying to do it. Like I can't, but it's like that's what we hear. So it comes to a point to where it's like Lil Yachty said, like, all right, so like if you want to be in the industry, like if I wanted to blow up like quickly and ASAP, I just have to put on this street image. Right. Like I can't be myself and like come in the industry and try to. You have to like. Yeah.
You gotta pretend. You gotta fake it to make it. Yeah, that's terrible.
But that's not my.
Yeah, that's not it. That fake it to make it, because that. To be honest, bro, that's not thorough at all. It's corny. Like if they gonna fuck with you for your music and your style, so they gonna fuck with you for who you are. Like Zilla Kami, you know who that is? He out of New York, right? Mm-hmm. He had this song Sinners 13 and shit like that. He kind of slept on because it's like that trap rock shit. But you wanna know what? they are themselves.
Right.
They made their own label. They went into what it was they did and what they believed in and shit. Right? And now look, bro, they got people signing their latest. They work with other artists, bro. They have works with the Vulcan Methods and shit.
That's
and
what's
like,
up.
yeah. And because of their style rock, like style of trap or whatever is what they talking about, bro. They still talking about they in a trap. They moving coke. They doing this. They doing that, bro. They got people smoking wet in their videos. Bro,
Yeah, that's wild.
they showing
That's
like
wild.
what they showing it is what their real environment is,
Really
bro.
about.
They're not faking it to make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. Got too many people faking it to make it, bro. Like where's the authenticity? Like you come to me, like you ask me who my favorite rappers are, I'm gonna tell you like Chef G, like Gunna, shit like that, because. Off the tip, bro, they themselves and shit. They got a story to tell. They speaking some pain. They talking a little bit of knowledge, and that's a problem. I feel like with certain artists and stuff, people listen to them because like, yeah, it's hot, but I feel like they really don't be understanding what they talking about. That joint acting nutty, man.
No biggie.
Yeah, my fault about that.
No biggie.
But like that's one thing, bro.
Push it in.
Yeah,
Push
you
it
press
in.
the button.
Oh, alright, bet.
Yeah.
High tech shit.
Yeah, bro, I can't stand Vicks, bro. I swear, bro, them joints is really garbage, bro.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, bro, like lighting your back with the torches, it just hit different.
Yeah.
It hit different.
That joint, I like that shit.
Yeah.
That joint hit different.
But for real though, like industry wise, like you, like what's your opinion on it? Like, how do you feel? Like, would you rather go independent or would you sign?
See, I would sign. I don't mind signing because a lot of people, like Jim Jones said, like people don't know how to cash in on their masters. Right. So everybody says, this whole master thing, I need my masters, I need this and need that. But do you know how to cash out on your masters to where you actually make money off of it?
Right.
A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, me personally, I know where I come from, so I'm not in the game to try to keep up with the next artist that's buying the $30,000 change, $100 change.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not into that lane. Like, I know where I'm coming from, so any income that I'm bringing now from where I'm at now that's more, that's a blessing. So I thank God for any opportunity that comes. So if a deal was to come my way, I'm signing. I don't mind at all.
I'd be scared in the industry, bro. You got folks like Lil Nas X and shit up in there, bro. I ain't fucking with that shit. Like, that shit weird. It's weird.
But it's all, you gotta remember, that's the thing what people forget, You just gotta remember who you are and where you come from.
Right. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Because, like, you gotta respect him, though, because he came into this being who he is.
True. But, like,
when it reaches to the level, like, you gotta remember, bro, like, this is one thing I think a lot of artists don't think about, bro. Like, you got your fan base is bigger than grown people.
Mm-hmm.
You got 12-year-olds, you got 13-year-olds, 10-year-olds, however, like, even with like, social media platforms like TikTok, right, you, like, everyone and their mom sees, hears, and stuff, and, like, we gonna teach them how to be successful. We gonna teach them how to get money, or we gonna teach them how to like. Oh, this joint acting wild.
All right.
Acting wild. Okay, I'll make it work.
Yeah, man. The industry, like, man, I just tell people, you gonna sign, you gotta make sure you know what you're doing and you know what revenue you're bringing in.
Yeah.
A lot of people when they get signed, they go off. Like that's another thing I do. I mean, not to go off topic, but another thing I do is watch a lot of OGs in the game, like Dame Dash. Jay-Z,
I feel you. Like Fat Joe.
I listen to them. I don't listen to go get your master with the new school.
I feel you on that, bro. I'm a Wu-Tang boo. I feel like ODB, all that, like Wu-Tang was it, bro. Like Fat Joe and Lamb. All that, like, you gotta give it up, bro. I was a young boy, I was 10 years old, talking about I want to be 50 Cent.
Right.
You saying, like, that's who I was looking up to as a kid. Like, those were the artists, bro. And, like, you play 50 Cent now. Most of you, like,
they
tell you, listen to that.
But it's like, you really gotta listen to the knowledge of the game that they're kicking.
Yeah.
So it, like,
bro. Like, I feel like people nowadays really wouldn't understand the blueprint.
They wouldn't.
They would not understand the blueprint.
They wouldn't. I don't think they would at all.
And like that album was like straight knowledge.
Golden. It's a golden album, classic albums from. I don't know, like the new industry, man. It's just like, man, I don't know. Like people just forget who they are, and they gotta remember who they are
just come in.
and what they're doing it for, and also notice that rap isn't gonna. You could rap for the rest of your life and just make that your source of income once you sign, whatever you want to do, but you got to make sure that you venture out to different things and different businesses to keep your financials thing of what you're going to.
Right.
So like a lot of people get signed, let's say they get signed for like $1 million, taxes taken out, that's 500. So you're looking at 500K. So now you're looking at 500K, and that 500K, people going to start buying the chains, the cars, the this, the that, helping a team, helping this, helping.
Yeah.
Before you do all that, you got to make sure you pay the label back their money. That's the main thing. So a lot of people complain with, like, oh, don't sign, because, like, they get the money and they blow it. Once they blow it, they think that their album, whatever they're going to produce next, is going to hit that number to get that money or whatever. It doesn't work out. The next thing you know, and because think about it. So let's say, like, all right, let's say I give you $1 million.
Right.
I give you $1 million to invest in whatever you're doing, right?
Right.
Okay, bet. I give you $1 million to invest in what you're doing. Let's say you blow the money, you get a crib, you got everything, all that stuff, right? I don't watch your money. I don't hound you. I don't. However you spend it, it's how you spend it.
That's on you.
Okay, so
fuck
now
that bank up. Go ahead.
Now you messed the money up. You gave me a product. Let's say you gave me a mixtape or the album, and the album didn't sell this much. So now I'm back on money.
Right.
So now it's like, damn, now you're in debt.
Right.
Because your product didn't go to the limit of what you're supposed to do. But that money I gave you was to make sure that product goes to the farthest it could go.
Yeah, you see that a lot too in the industry. People sign to the deals, they get that money, they want that designer, they want the new Pradas, they want the red bottoms, they want the chains, they want the house, they want the new Lambo, the new Rari.
That's what it comes to.
But when it comes down to it, when you spend all that the records company's money, and they're like, where's that paper at?
We own you now.
Yeah, we
now
own
they
you.
own you. So
you
now
do what I say you want to do.
Exactly.
Unless you pull a little pump and get over on like Warner Bros. And own the rights to your music on some shit like that.
I mean, you could try to get over it, but at that point,
like you gotta give it though. With Pump being who he is, he was crafty for that.
That was a good move.
Yeah,
Same
he
thing
was
with
crafty.
Frank Ocean did another move too. Where they finesse the industry, and stuff like that. But me, I don't know. I look at things differently, man. I'm a real humble dude. I'm real humble. I'm really open. I'm really, So I look at myself like right now, like I work a job. I got my side hustles going on, whatever the case may be.
As you should.
But let's say if a label was to give me a deal and I'm making more than what I'm making off my job or my hustles or what I'm doing now, I'm cool with that.
Right.
I don't need to try to.
And see,
know what I mean?
It's crazy because you got artists out there like that too, like Pac-Man. Pac-Man, another one, bro. Bro, folks is still a mailman. He's still a mailman.
See, I ain't saying that, but keep our job.
Yeah, listen. But until he reaches those millions, he said, until I'm worried, like, I don't need my job no more. I don't have to worry about it. I'm set up for life. I ain't quitting my job.
Right. Ain't nothing,
and he's still working for that Drake feature.
And people be like, like people say, it's the industry rumor that favorite rappers and people are broke.
Right.
It's true sometimes.
Yeah,
these rappers don't own the cars or Rolls Royce. Some of them don't even own all their chains. All those chains.
That's the label's chains.
It's like label, the jeweler, you own.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff that people don't know from the inside going in. Because,
and like they be the ones having the biggest fan bases.
It's a lot going into it. It's a lot to promote an artist, especially anybody that's out there independent in artistry, whatever you're doing. If you're an artist right now and you're independent, like you're gonna put a lot of money into what you're doing. Like you're not gonna see no money yet until maybe 2-3 years into it, depending if your joint blows up. If you blow up, you're in. But you're not gonna see money for a minute until you build a fan base. And I'm saying like videos, promotion, marketing, beats, studio time, wardrobes, like venues, setting, like paying for shows, paying for features, like It's a lot of money that goes into it. So when people say don't sign to a label, those people that saying don't sign, do you have enough money to back you as much as you're saying don't sign to a label? Like, come on, you want sign to a label, get your time in, do what you do, learn the ins and outs of the game, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, do your 3 or 5 years with the label. After your 3 or 5 years, they own the masters of what you made under them. After that, your 5 years over, you go on, do your own thing. You got your own masters, you build your fan base, you did what you did. Yeah. That's how you really accumulate and don't blow your money. Like,
like
you just
words.
Can't. Like, you just can't.
Yeah, sound like
if you do that, you're done. Like, you're in debt. You know what I mean? They own you. They can tell you, okay, bet you can drop this album, but these 5 songs are not nice, but these 2 are nice, and we're gonna drop this one 6 months after this other artist we just signed.
Right.
You're gonna have to go through that process. So just don't blow your money. If you sign, just don't go too crazy on it. You know, that's my biggest thing. And you know, always have a game plan. Don't go into something thinking that
it's gonna be
have a game plan and
every
just
time.
Hope come from the sky. Nah, you gotta put work into this. It's not even because of, you know, I'm a Christian, so it's not even because of like God giving it to you, or if you're not a Christian or whatever you believe in, it's the world, the destiny. You have to put work in to get what you want. There's no way you cannot put the legwork in and work and go through the blood, sweat, and tears and people telling you no. It's like, I had called managers, man, that used to tell me on the phone, yo, fuck your music and stuff like that. I had a dude that told me I'll try to make him be my manager, and he asked me all these questions about hip hop. He said, yo, do you know who made the first hip hop track? I said, nah. He said, do you know who African Bambaataa is? I said, nah, I don't know who that is.
Right.
He said, how do you call yourself an artist, a hip hop artist at that, and you don't even know who those
because
people are?
There's culture that goes into
There's
it.
culture that goes into it. There's game, like, and that moment, that moment, and he asked me those questions, and not knowing who those hip hop people were, then he asked me, hey, do you know who the Wright brothers are?
Right.
I said, yeah, those are the people that made the planes. He said, but you're not no pilot, right? I said, nah.
Negative.
And he looked at me, he was like, all right, cool. Fuck your music, and he hung up on the phone with me. Salty experience, but it was a real salty. I was fucked up, bro. Like, I was beyond fucked up. I was probably like 16 years old, and I'm like, the guy really said, fuck your music on the phone. I'm like, damn, like,
that's your motherfucker's dreams.
But that moment, if I was gonna let that, you know, be like, okay, man, fuck that old head, you know, whatever the case may be, nah, like, that built me to learn about hip hop history.
Right.
Like, go into it, learn these people, know who they are, like, get in touch with those.
The roots of it.
And it's crazy because a lot of people, and I know this new generation don't know this, a couple people may know, but hip hop wasn't based off rap and money, talking, flaunting and all. Hip hop was based off education. Like, I have an OG named Terry. My OG Terry, shout out Trick. He keeps all these tapes of like hip hop cassettes, tapes from way back then.
Right.
And hip hop was really like school.
Knowledge.
Like literally, like you would listen to it and it would be like, oh, you know, they would tell you like how to do your ABCs, how to do, you know, like really educational stuff. Like not even about revolutionary and stuff like that until that time, but it really was based off his like trying to educate people, you know. But a lot of people not gonna know that. So that's what I'm saying. Like the game now. So now when I hear OGs talk and OGs say like, oh, you know this, you know, these new generation, I understand where they're coming from because they don't know the history behind it. So if you know the history behind it, you go back all the way then and you come up to now, you will say, damn, the music industry is watered down. It's completely watered down. You can make anything out of anything and, and it'll go crazy, you know? But hey, that's the world. You know, time is always going, technology is always advancing, things is always happening.
Like
so.
that was the boo who made the song out of the SpongeBob theme song. You seen that? And like that was some clever shit. That was some clever shit. And like just to think of the creativity of it, and that's a lot of that goes into the music, it's the creativity. Right. You're not a creative person. Like, I ain't no rapper. Like, I'll come out and tell you that. Don't ask me to freestyle. I ain't no rapper. But like the ones that do try to rap, if you trying to freestyle, you better know how to freestyle. Right. Because if you can't go in there and freestyle and run a beat or hear a beat, throw some bars down, come back, throw more down, and write a song out of it in like 10 minutes, it's not meant for you. Right. It's not meant for you. And know who I got that from? I was watching a No Jumper interview with Sada Baby. Sada Baby said that.
Word.
Yeah, Sada Baby said that.
I gotta check that interview. I haven't seen it. But that is true, man. You gotta be able. And now, what I'm learning now, I'm not like excellent at it, but what I'm learning now is, I'm old school, so I usually write on pen and paper. When I write my lyrics, I write pen and paper. But now, I'm getting better with writing just in my head. Right. To where like, all right, so if you was to ask me to freestyle, I could freestyle, but if you was to be like, okay, bet, put on this beat and write a song, a full song in your head, no pen and pad, I'm capable to do that now. It's not sharp yet, but I'm capable to do that now. Like I'm just saying that
you made the progress, you put the work in, you've trained yourself to get to where you're trying to go. Right.
And I encourage a lot of other upcoming artists to do the same, because like when you really get in this game, like I'm not in the game yet, but you know, I feel like what God is providing with me and just showing me different things and just how life goes, and even with like, you know, with parents, just regular life, like your time is never yours, really. Like once you're born and once you get older, your life, you're meant to live for other people. And don't make it in that way to be like you're a slave for other people, but your time is never yours now. Like your time goes into work, your time goes into your kids, your time goes into that. So as an artist, you have to make sure that you're equipped and have to know how to be creative and stay consistent and know how to work at a decent pace. Don't rush yourself, but work at a decent pace, because it's gonna be like wake up in the morning. Like me, I was late to this interview. I was late. I was really late, and I was upset. But let's say now, if you were when this blows up, not even if, when this blows up, because I really want you to continue this. I really want you to continue. Like I'm fully behind this, because like I remember I was just telling I forget his name, Anthony. Yeah. I was just telling Anthony that like, yo, like this is good, because I thought about doing this, but I was like, I can't be an artist, then try to learn how to do this, and pick up with all this. Right. So this, like, I'm really fully, but you got my full support on this, 100%.
Bro. Like, inspire this, bro. The Bull No Jumper, bro, because he's not gonna be here forever. The culture moves on. Right. In the state we live in Pennsylvania and everything like that, you don't see this. You don't exactly. You don't see this enough. You don't see this. So like what I'm looking to do, I'm looking to be the next big
You're the first No
Jumper.
I'm telling you,
I'm looking to do this. Like I'm running, bro. I partnered up with folks. Shout out to Zone 3. Shout out to the folks at Zone 3. Smoking Zone 3 at this moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to them. We partner up. We're looking at entrepreneurs. We looking to go far. Like, we getting it worse. We getting our own strains of weed out here. We looking to go far with this. We got the podcast thing going and shit. Like, we're really hoping that this does. Yeah.
I believe it. As long as you stay consistent to it, I believe that this is going to work. I did like this. What you're doing right now, man, is mad creative. It's very like an establishment on things that some people may not see, but you know me, I see it. Like I see this going from where it's at now to really building up, because there's so many artists out here, and there's so many. Not even just artists. You don't even have to stick in with the artists.
There's a lot of talent.
There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Exactly.
Like, I know people like that. Some might not be interested, but the bike life movement, bro. They put on, bro. They want. And like they might be like, oh, they knowing they going through traffic, they come, but you don't. There's a message behind it, bro. They spread positivity. Right. Get out there.
Ooh, don't knock that over.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Comfy shit, I'm high as hell.
But nah, this
is like it's the positivity behind it. They want people to get out them streets. They want them to get on them bikes. Get out here, come play with these bikes. It's 12 o'clock. And not. And like to me, that's a positive movement. Like even them old head bikers and stuff, bro, they do toy runs for Chop. Like they go out there, like I've seen old heads buy these kids for toy runs and stuff, buying them Xbox Ones, PlayStations. And like it's all about positivity.
Right, and this is a platform to where they can actually give out their story and give out their voices. So I congratulate you 100%, man. Like
thank you. I really appreciate that.
I fully support the smoke session. You got my full support. Anything, just hit me up. You got my full support. And Yeah, man. Other than that, how's this going for you? How you like it so far? How do you?
I like it. I get to do what I like. I get to interact. I get to study up on the culture. I get to gain new knowledge on new things. I get to smoke weed when I want to.
Right.
Like, I get to do what I like to do and be happy at doing it. Cause you know we see a lot of people, bro. They slave away those 9 to 5s. They slave away.
Right.
If you're a 9 to 5 person, you're built for that, and you really make a way out that job, go ahead. Build your career. Be successful at what you're doing. But if you feel as if it's not the way for you, there's other ways to get money. We live in a day and age of technology where you could sit there and make money on your phone, on your computer. You could work from home.
There's so much things.
You could start your own brand. Like there's this bull out of Coachville. He's young. He's probably like 17, 18. I really don't know him personally. His name is Majesty. He got his own clothing brand.
Majesty.
Yes, he got his own clothing brand.
He
does stuff with crypto, currencies like Bitcoin. He's very successful. He don't got to work that 9 to 5. He entrepreneured himself into being his own boss.
Right.
And I feel as if the day and age, like that's the stuff they don't teach you in school.
Yeah, they never.
Yeah, they'll teach you how to software expert. They won't teach you how to file your taxes and make a way of life.
My whole take on that is I heard Steve Harvey. I was watching a Steve Harvey clip. I watch a lot of Steve Harvey clips, and he told me that
he's funny.
There's people that's I forget the word, and I don't want to say the wrong words, but there's people that's if you're able to, if you're comfortable, like some people are comfortable. Like me, like right now I work a decent job. I got my crib, I got my girl, I got my dog.
Right.
I could be cool with that.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have the opportunity.
Right.
Like I'm cool.
Right.
But there's some people that's cool with that, and there's some people that want more within themselves. And those people, whatever you do that want more within themselves, you have to tap into that channel because you're meant to do that.
Right.
You're not saying that, working a 9 to 5 is bad or anything like that. No, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with getting your money.
A lot of people seem to fail that you could do anything you want in your life.
Anything.
You have to believe in you. You gotta want it yourself. You gotta manifest it.
Manifest everything.
You gotta manifest it. If you really want what you in your life, put the potential in yourself to it. Say you want to reach millions and millions of dollars, you're not going to do it. Just saying it, you get further on your actions.
Right.
That's why they say actions speak louder than words.
Words, definitely.
Yes, because your actions, you say, I want $1 million, and you go out there and you chase $1 million, and you really grind to get that $1 million, and you tell yourself, I'm going to get $1 million, you bound to get that $1 million.
You know what's crazy? You know how no manifestation works? And this is just a story for me. I remember one time, I was young, and maybe 16, 17, around that time. And one day I didn't have no bud.
Right.
No weed at all.
Right.
No money for weed, nothing, right?
The pain days.
And I'm just walking, I'm saying, man, I'm gonna get some, I'm gonna find some weed, I'm gonna get some weed.
Yeah,
I just kept saying it.
I just kept saying it today. It's gonna happen.
I just kept saying it, and I believed it. I'm like, nah, I know I'm gonna find weed today. I'm gonna get weed today. Right. I know it's gonna work.
Right.
I walk around, do my thing, usual day, Next thing you know, I found an eighth of some good weed on the floor. Act like I believed everything that I was gonna do and everything, even with having an apartment. Now, it's with things cause I got kicked out when I was probably 17.
Yeah,
17, 18, around those times.
I've been on my own since then too, so I feel the pain on it.
And I never knew how I was gonna get to where I was gonna go to. I never knew the steps or anything. That's why I tell people always have a game plan. And I never knew how I was gonna get to where I'm at right now, but I'm at a place where I'm at right now that I'm blessed and I'm happy to be where I'm at. But it's with me being knowing what I want to do and what I see for my visions and see different things. I believe in being a blessing to be a blessing.
Right.
So like with me, like my girlfriend always asks me, people ask me like, yo, if you blow up, would you leave Coatesville or would you? So nah, I think about I would leave, but
that's
at the same time, I would always be here.
Right.
You know why I would always be here? Because I want to be able to show people that, you know, like there's a way to get out of here. And like I know a lot of people may not like Coatesville, but I could say for me, I look at Coatesville like a teaching zone. Like it's a very good teaching zone to where, all right, if you're gonna do your schoolwork, you're gonna do your schoolwork. You're gonna do this, you're gonna hang out with these people. You wanna go trap or whatever, you're gonna go hang with the trappers and drug dealers and stuff. You wanna go,
it's whatever you get into.
But it's safe. There's no gangbang activity. There's no, you know what I mean? It's a place for you to really sit and think, to really find your mental. Or if you're coming out of here, it's a place for you to really know what you want in life. You're gonna get tested though. You're gonna get tested a lot.
Trials and tribulations.
You're gonna get tested with a lot of stuff around you, and that was just with me. Like I got tempted with a lot of stuff around me that caused. I wasn't a bad kid, but what caused me to get kicked out and stuff like that. Yeah. So during those times of like not knowing, like, what am I gonna do? Damn, like, okay, but I'm gonna go get a job. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. But it's like, how did I get to this point? How did I know? I didn't know. I just manifested and stuck to what I'm doing. Yeah. But my like I like this city because like you're able to really know what you want to do. Right. You know, you don't got. Yeah. You know, it's like, other places are way more dangerous than here. Yeah, bro. Like, you know,
my family's from Bronx, New York, bro. Like, you can go to the Ock, get a chopped cheese and get, give me, papi, give me that money out your pocket, and you can fuck around and get stabbed. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, yeah, like, it could get hectic, but that is it got hectic because of what you put yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens to you is what you put yourself into. But I used to be a crazy young boy. I used to get in nuttiest situations, like drawing, doing dumb stuff. But people doesn't want, bro. Like I went through spiritual journeys, bro. Like I started playing with like LSD, mushroom stuff like that, bro. I had to find myself. I had to go through things, bro. I had to experience pain. I had to experience hurt. I had to experience what real life was. I had to see things for it was, bro. I had to see within the snakes of who your friends are. Right. You know, I had to decipher. I had to realize who's good for me, who's not good for me, who's positive for me, who's good to keep around me. I had to do growing up to do. Right. I had some realization to do. I had some knowledge to learn. You feel me? Right. And like and it's the stuff that you go through as a person is that what makes you who you are. Right. You see a lot of pretending, like, and it's crazy because when you make it to the industry and you blow up, the industry is a fast life lane. Right. Not everyone's ready for that life. Yeah, your time doesn't go into you. Your time goes. You wake up in the morning, maybe about 7 in the morning. You go do this interview here. You go do this interview there. Right after those interviews here, you gotta shoot up a different state to go record a feature at this place and make sure you have certain features at certain deadlines and stuff like that. Like. So it's like with trials and tribulations, you're gonna have people that, you know, it's just like you have to be prepared for it mentally in anything you're doing. Any that's just life. Like you're just gonna have to like go through hard times to find yourself, and once you find yourself, you're able to get out to, you know, really maneuver. So when you explaining your story to me, like if this is what you're doing, this is like Bro, I'm really hyped for this. You don't understand how bro, I just got turned down for a job, bro. I still be putting job interviews out, bro. I keep getting turned down for job after job after job. Where it's like I go there, it's always something that blocks me, but like it's always like I have this feeling like it happens for a reason. Fuck that job. That job got no meaning to me because if I was supposed to have that job, I would have had that job. Right. You feel me? So like the path I'm taking now, I'm looking to go far with this. I'm looking to succeed. Self-made entrepreneurship is the goal. Success will be my outcome. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel me?
All the way.
Yeah. All the way. You should know that, and that's a mindset that most people should have, bro.
Right.
No, not everyone got that. Not everyone has that mindset, but like that's a good mindset there. Just by talking to you today, and mind you, like this is first time I've met this man. First time ever meeting.
First time ever meeting.
You know what I'm saying? And like you could tell the authenticity of a person just by a conversation, and that's another thing. I smoke weed, so if we sitting here smoking, that connection will be better. We tuned in.
Definitely tuned in all the way.
No bad blood, no nut shit being saying, and like it's about spreading positivity. You know, I'm looking to see you go far. Like I've listened to your music, like I heard some of your songs. I'm like, all right, he got that old school feel. Like he appreciate that. And like it's a sound that like I hope it goes far. You feel me? Like I said, like I'm a fan. Like I like Chef G shit. Like I like that lyrical shit. Yeah. But don't get me wrong. Like my favorite artist personally, bro, I'm Gunna. Yeah. You can't tell me shit, bro. Folk don't miss. Right. I fuck with Gunna. The whole YSL movement, I fuck with the whole movement, like the Shady Babies, all that, bro. Like bringing your people on, like that's what you're supposed to do. Because the whole goal is not about like I'm from the hood, like I do hood shit. It's I'm making it out.
Right. Definitely.
That's the goal. And
yeah, man. I definitely got. And I got so much more coming for y'all, man. I got more music coming. I just came back from Arizona, just did a video shoot down there. Came back April 10th, hitting the booth. Got a feature coming with Aminatu. So y'all go check her stuff out too. And I got like we hitting the ground running, man. We got so much stuff coming, man. It's crazy. Like next month in Florida, gonna do a video down Florida. We all over the place. So this year, I'm definitely getting the OG campaign out. The whole brand. Smoke session. Definitely going to be out. The smoke session definitely going to be out. So, y'all stay in tune. For me, y'all stay in tune. Smoke session, man.
That concludes it today, man. This is DavidOG. I hope y'all tune in to the music and all. Hope y'all enjoyed the day. I'm going to talk to y'all next time.